Jeremy Sockman here with a look at one of those movies that caused all kinds of controversy when it came out a whole lot of years ago. Well, time has passed, but is Cruising from William Friedkin still worth talking about? Let's take a look. Seems like some body parts are floating in the Hudson River in New York City, and the chief can't have that, so he tells Captain Edelson to stop the killer ASAP pronto. Shit rolls downhill, so he gets Officer Steve Burns, played by Al Pacino, to go deep undercover with the promise of a big promotion. He agrees and sets himself up with a new apartment where he befriends his neighbor, Ted Bailey, and starts to go to some private clubs with a pretty strict dress code.
Well, like blue, Hank, in your left back pocket means you want a blowjob. Right pocket means you give one. The green one left side says you're a hustler, right side you're a buyer. The yellow one left side means you give golden shower, right side you receive. The red one means...
The killer keeps killing and Steve gets suspicious of a waiter, so the cops bring him in for a chat. Uh-oh, his prints don't match, and it's back to square one. Now Steve starts to investigate Stuart, a grad student who writes letters to his dad and never sends them. Steve meets him in the park late at night and manages to stab Stuart before he can stab him. He's their man and he's going to jail as soon as his gaping knife wound heals. Unfortunately, Ted's killed too. Can't win them all, I guess. Steve goes back to his girlfriend's place for a quick shave and, spoiler alert, she tries on his badass threads and he's really not cool with that. Now, Cruising had a lot of people up in arms when it came out, but it's a few score years later, so we can look back on all that fuss and wonder why. Well, you see, it was simple, really. Cruising was exposing the, at the time, unknown secrets going on in private biker clubs for all the world to see. Most people didn't know in 1980 that bikers, behind closed doors at least, were really into man-on-man sex, fisting, random hookups, swell dancing, and theme parties. But hey guys, it's now 2023, and we live in a world that says you can have all the fun you want in front of closed doors. And there's no need to get upset that people are spoiling the kink for you.
You've got the wrong attitude. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Right.
See, in the old days, the bikers were mad that Friedkin was exposing their private games for everyone, showing them what a fun time they were having in their members-only clubs. They were worried that with all the publicity, more people would want in. And to join, more people would have to buy their own motorbikes, which would then drive the cost up for everyone. It would take riding your crotch rocket from a pleasure anyone could afford to one only for the rich.
I don't give a flying fuck into a rolling donut.
The bikers were fighting to keep their passions accessible to anyone who loved riding hogs and getting fisted. Heck, even Steve's girlfriend Nancy, when she sees his badass leathers, tries them on and wants to join in the fun. Sorry, no girls allowed.
Check in, blow a dozen guys in an hour.
So in the end, while Cruising told a pretty standard undercover detective story, it was the unique setting and seeing Pacino cut a rug that made it something worth watching. Now that we're years past all the nasty headlines it generated, we can enjoy it for what it is. A movie showing us how much fun bikers were having while we were too busy hustling the night away. I'm Jeremy Sockman, giving the expose of the members only club's nightly good times that is Cruising my seal of approval.
Love, love,